Good morning, comic fans. You're with the Comic Push of the Comics Club, Tampa and Brandon's favorite comic gaming store. I hope everyone's doing great today. It is the third of 4 new comic book days of the month of August. We have some events coming up. I've mentioned them before, but I want to mention them again because I want you guys to mark your calendars. Let's see here. Comics and Brews coming up Sunday, September 14th, 2025 at 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Hey, Steve Fisher, thanks for joining us. So Comics and Brews here at the Coppertail Brewing Company there in Tampa, September 14th, free admission. And don't forget to mark your calendars for Batman Day here at the Comics Club. All kinds of Batman stuff on sale. Free Batman comics giveaway. And, if you want to come dress as Batman, you just might get yourself an extra discount. Let's see here. And also, Halloween ComicFest, the last Saturday of every month. Every month. I wish it could be every month. The last Saturday of October is Halloween ComicFest, and we have it's like free comic book day, but in October. With a horror theme. All the horror stuff's on sale. We have free comics to give away, door prizes, grab bags, a big super prize, costume contest. What great fun. If you can't be here, I am so sorry you're going to miss it because what a great fun day it is at the Comics Club. Okay, let's get back here. So we have some great stuff for everybody to look at. We have a stacks of comics. Oh my gosh, what is this week's comic stack is pushing 11 inches, kids. A nice big fat stack. I love it. A couple new trade paperbacks. X-Force, The Solution. This one collects which one? 6 through 10 of the X-Force comics. And this is Absolute Superman, the first story arc of the Absolute Superman in softcover as well as in hardcover. And we sold out twice and had to restock the Batman, Absolute Batman. Absolute Wonder Woman, we sold out, had to restock that trade paperback and graphic novel, hardcover and softcover. And now it looks like we are already putting in reorders for more Absolute Superman. So big successes on all on the Absolute so far. So good. Looking forward to see more of those because what great stories have been so far. One of my very favorite magazines of all time is Retro Fan. Are you a Retro Fan? I'm a Retro Fan. It's a great magazine. And this one, this month's magazine, I caught this down to monkey around with Mickey Dolenz as Circus Boy. Mickey Dolenz, you may or may not know, was the drummer for the Monkees, which was a created pop rock band back in the 60s and 70s, and I loved them. And they had a TV show and everything, but I did not know that Mickey Dolenz was a child star. I did not know that he was Circus Boy and had his own TV show. But what an interesting article about it. But so what has this got to do with comic books? Well, a lot of TV shows got comic book treatments by Dell Comics, and this one was 4-color number 785 Circus Boy. And there he is on the cover. Mickey Dolenz on the cover of a Dell comic book as Circus Boy when he was a little child star. And that's one of the things I love about Retro Fan Magazine, is that it gives you all those crazy little extra details about the history of things that you love that you didn't even know about. So great fun magazine. If you haven't picked up Retro Magazine, if you're over 50, you absolutely love this. If you're under 50, you'll find it interesting and fun. But if you're over 50, you're going to love this magazine. Great fun stuff. Anyway, I don't know how many people out there in my audience are over 50, but some of you are probably approaching it by now. Charles, how you doing today? Thank you so much for joining us. Charles, you probably remember that, huh? That comic book, another curious thing about that comic book is when it came out. It came out in 1957, that Circus Boy comic book for Dell, and the 4-color number 785 came out that year I was born, 1957. Okay, let's jump into it. You're over 50 for certain there, Charles. Okay, well, I'm part of what they call the senior citizenry of America these days. Trying my best not to look at, to keep up with Dolly, my wife, who's 18 years younger than me. Tough to keep up sometimes. Anyway, speaking of wives and marriage and children, were we speaking of that? Well, we will now. If you're a comic book fan, if you've got kids, we have board books in a whole bunch of great board books for kids. So in my first 100 words on a board book with superheroes, first shapes and colors and numbers. What great fun using your superheroes to teach children little things. And they're board thick books. You know, you can easily wipe them off if the child slobbers on them and gets food on them, no problem. This one's Spidey and his friends, a little Hulk trouble. Another board book, like I say, real thick pages, easy for your child to turn the pages. These are wonderful. If you have children, I know my girls loved these when they were growing up. But these all feature our favorite things, superheroes. This one has a little bit of texture stuff with it. You can feel what's going on in each page. And this is another little book, Spidey and His Amazing Friends, Dino Disaster. This one, Big Hugs, Big Feelings. This one gets a little mirror deal. You see that? It's got a mirror on the cover. They'll find that fascinating. And mirrors all throughout inside. And Hulk and his emotions. Hulk, not happy. My friend's bedtime storybook. My first bedtime storybook with all of your superhero friends in there, giving you the nighttime story that'll put your little one to sleep with visions of Spider-Man dancing through their heads. All right, fun stuff there. We've got coming up Marvel, DC, Image, all the major publishers with all their books. But before we jump into the individual stacks from the different companies, let's see what we have by way of variant covers. I'll save the biggest and heaviest one for last. Okay. So we have VR Troopers. This is number 2. It's an unlockable. Also coming up, we've got Space Ghost, Johnny Quest, Space Quest, number 4. This is a 1 in 10. Invincible Universe. From the Invincible Universe comes Battle Beast, number 4. This is a 1 in 10 variant. G.I. Joe. This is number 10. This is the current G.I. Joe series, number 10. There is also another G.I. Joe series going on that's up to 300 or something. It continues the original numbering. We got simultaneous G.I. Joes going on. Pardon me. And we have Witchblade, number 13. It's a 1 in 10. Virgin cover. And Thundercats Lost, number 5, 1 in 10 by Jay Lee. One of our very favorite artists, Jay Lee. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Journeys. TMNT Journeys, number 1. This is a foil variant. And finishing up the independent companies, IDW, this isn't actually a ratio variant, but it is a foil cover, a special foil cover, and it's a $10 book. So it's going to be on the back with the rest of the variant covers today. It's very shiny, kind of hard to see here. It's a great Godzilla cover, though. Okay, from DC Comics, we have Detective Comics number 1100 hitting the stands. 1,100 issues of Detective Comics, and this is a 1 in 25 featuring, of course, Batman. Absolute Flash is up to 6, and 6 means the summary, the final issue of the first story arc. So here it is. If you've been reading The Flash, this is the final issue of the first story arc. It's a 1 in 25 variant of Absolute Flash. Absolute Batman is hitting the stands, and this is issue number 11. We're getting close to the finale of the second story arc, which we're going to assume they're running in 6-issue story arcs. Because they did on the first one. All of them did so far. So, Absolute Batman number 11. This is a 1 in 25. It's, of course, Bane. And this is a 1 in 50. Absolute Batman. You notice the characters in Absolute Batman are very thick. They're just gymongous people. Very thick. Okay, from Marvel Comics, we have the all-new Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider number 1. This is a 1 in 25. Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe number 2, 1 in 25. Venom Black, White, and Blood number 1, a 1 in 25. What a great cover. If you're a Venom fan, you got to love that cover, right? Look at all those teeth. Amazing Spider-Man number 10, 1 in 25. And last but not least, on the variants, we have a Black Cat number 1, 1 in 25. What is that, like the 4th or 5th Black Cat series that we've seen over the years? A lot of Black Cat series. I don't know what volume we're up to here. Okay, also, this is the second issue of Post Malone's Big Rig, and this is the big blind box. Now, if any of you know what happened with the first blind box, you know the disappointment of the consumers, because you got cool books. One of them you got like 5 or 7 copies, and the other one you got 3 copies or something. It was just too many duplicates, and people were just unhappy about that. Now, these were all copies that these are only books that variants that came in the blind box, and you had a chance of getting some super, super rare ones. You had a chance. But it was very disappointing. So they put together for number 2. This is limited to 3,000. The first one was limited to 4,000, I think, because they upped it. But this one's limited to 3,000, and they have fixed that problem. You can get no more than one comic that might have 2 copies in it. The rest of them are going to be different, and there's 10 copies in here. Okay, so they're saying that you're going to get 10 different comics, basically, at least 9 different. But it's not going to be the fiasco that the first one was. But anyway, we have a couple of these to sell. If you're interested in them, it's Post Malone's Big Rig. I think it's still an amazing comic book. And while they made some mistakes on the first box, they're making it up on the second box. Hopefully, we'll find out. We'll see what kind of reaction we get from the consumers on that one. All right. Okay. So, yeah. Okay, so let's dive into our big stack of comic books and get moving on it, because it's already 12 after 11. So let's see here. Grimm is up to issue number 24 if you're a Grimm fan. Mothra, Queen of the Monsters, from the world of Godzilla. If you're familiar with Mothra. Queen of the Monsters, number 5 from IDW. We have from Dark Horse, Resident Alien, The Book of Changes, issue number 1. If you're a Resident Alien fan, you've been watching the new series. I haven't seen the new one. I watched the original one. It was fantastic. Thought it was really, really great. The guy who played Wash, that actor who played Wash in Firefly, he plays the alien. What a great, fun show. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Journeys. I showed you the variant for that earlier. This is issue number 1. Got that great Eastman cover there. And speaking of turtles, we got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Nations up to issue number 9. And right after that, we have The Umbrella Academy from Dark Horse. And this one's number 2 of the new series by Gerard Way and Gabriel Ba. And Dave Stewart and Nate Picos, I believe. And here's the other cover for that. VR Troopers. I assume that stands for Virtual Reality Troopers. This has been around a long time. I never was into it. Don't know a whole lot about it, but it has all the feel of the Power Rangers to me. Is that just me, or is this extremely similar to Power Rangers? VR Troopers, number 2. Gunslinger, number 46, from Image Comics in the world of Spawn. That's a great cover there. You got the medieval Spawn guy, I think, riding on a crazy dead horse of some sort. Hyde Street is up to issue number 8. Got one of those infinity covers. think those girls in the background have done a little bit too much exercising, or they're done exercising by now. Invincible Battle Beast number 4 hitting the stands today. And if you didn't like that cover, here's another one for you. Never Wars. We're up to issue number 3. There's a great wanted poster. Or no, a recruitment poster. The Tin Wizard wants you for the Never Wars. Nearest Oz station. Here's another one. I love the back cover for this one. Yeah. Tiger Lily, Hook, the pirate ship. And who's that? Who's that supposed to be? I wonder. Because this is mixing up 3 worlds. It's mixing up Oz, Neverland, and Wonderland. And so you see, like, there's the Cowardly Lion. And I think that's, hold the umbrella there. Is it Dorothy? Looks like Dorothy. Toxic Avenger and Acid Chimp teaming up here. Look at that. I'm loving the back cover. This advertisement for the unrated Toxic Avenger movie coming up very soon, the end of October, end of August, this month. And also, there's one with a little trading card in it. Oh, got the Acid Monkey in there. And the back cover is a virgin cover of the front cover. That's great. Undiscovered Country number 32 from Image Comics. Looks like the Undiscovered Country has expanded to the moon. What's going on Earth behind him? Right, nuclear war, explosions all over the world. Wow. What's going on there? Well, this could be it. It's Vampirella Armageddon, number 2. Nice cosplay cover there. And this one, if you didn't like that one. And, of course, there's always Linsner. Who doesn't love that? Great stuff. The Walking Dead Deluxe is up to 119, issue 119. Look how similar this cover is to the original cover. That's pretty interesting. Well, this is interesting. We just got an alert about comic books coming up here. I just got an alert. What is it telling me? What's this comic book alert? Key issue alert. Archie, live action Archie movie is in the works with Phil Lord and Christopher Miller, Spider-Verse Films, and Tom King. Mr. Miracle writing the script. Tom King's going to be writing the script for the new Archie. So, check your Archie back issues. They'll be going up in value again. Witchblade, issue number 13. We saw the version of this one, the line art ratio variant earlier. And we have this on the back cover. But they do it in different colors on the different covers. So each cover got this back treatment with a different color. Thundercats Lost number 5. Space Ghost and Johnny Quest team up for Space Quest. We got several different covers for you there. That's like that. And Mark Spears. Super popular Mark Spears artwork. Department of Truth, issue number 33. You get this on the back cover. Ghost Pepper, this is issue number 2. Falling in Love on the Path to Hell, number 9. Post Malone's Big Rig, number 2. with 2 covers. This is obviously a horror book. And there's Peach Momoko doing her bit. Great stuff. The Chamberlains. I featured this comic the first couple of issues. We're up to issue number 3. Amazing artwork. Absolutely amazing artwork on the covers of these books. I just love the artwork on the cover of the Chamberlains. It's up to issue number 3 there. Darkwing Duck is up to issue number 5. And you know, Darkwing Duck means tons of covers for you to choose from. He's having some fun in the virtual reality world there, I guess. Catacomb of Torment. I should warn you that some of the images on some of these horror books can be extremely graphic. That's something that comes with the territory of comic books. So keep that in mind. Some of these images are rather horrific to look at. Like the woman stowing on a new face. Yeah. You know, it's normal for women to put on a new face every day, but that's a bit extreme. Change colors. Wait. There we are. G.I. Joe, number 10. From Skybound. Published by Image. Great stuff there. Also from Spawn Universe, we have Bloodletter up to issue number 3. And this back cover is a sneak peek of the next issue. The main cover there. That's wild looking, eh? What the heck is that? Wild stuff going on. Exquisite Corpses, usually recently, has come with a bag comic at the same time. The bag apparently is coming. It just didn't make it this week. I guess it's going to be here next week or something. Anyway, Exquisite Corpses, number 4 from Image Comics. That's a virgin cover. Bunch of foxes. Escape, number 1 from Image Comics. And a blank cover, if you didn't like that one. Did they give us the regular cover on the inside? They do. All right, so it's just a wraparound blank on that one. Let's go ahead and dive into DC. We will dive into DC and see what they have to offer this week. How are we doing for time? Oh, we got to speed things up. Okay, Justice League Red, number 1, new series out of DC. There's the cover for that one, and here's another cover if you didn't like that cover. And if you didn't like that cover, well, here's another one. It's a nice, shiny, foily one. Love the gimmick stuff, don't you? And here's another one. Dead Man. That's a great cover there. All right. Hey, doll. One of the other members of the Comics Club crew just rolled in this morning. We have Crypto, the last dog of Krypton. What a great cover there. What a flying over the Grand Canyon or something. How fun is that? No, it's not the Grand Canyon. It's just somewhere out in the homelands. Maybe over Smallville. Look at that Jay Lee cover. How cool is that? What a great dog. Crypto. He's becoming the big movie star, this dog. The actor who plays the Crypto, the dog actor who plays Crypto, he's going to be on like 3 movies before it's done, apparently. So, I don't know what other stuff he's done as an actor, as a dog actor. Nightwing, this is issue, we're up to issue, where are we at here? We're up to issue number 129 of Nightwing. Wow. Who would have thought we'd get there, huh? 129? What? Who is that in the background? I'm not familiar with that character. It looks like Superman at a glance, but it's not. Who is that? Anybody know? It says there's a new hero in town. Is this a new first appearance of a new hero? Is it really? I got to read that one. Find out what's going on there. Superman Unlimited number 4 has a bunch of covers for you. And we're going to zip through these because we're getting low on time and we still have Marvel to get through. Look at that. That's a great cover, eh? It's this green tone on his normally blue cover costume. That's pretty awesome. Mark Spears. Oh. The Superman bat. Okay, and Titans. We've got Titans number 26. The characters I think of when I think of Titans is always Nightwing first, and then Cyborg. Those are the two that just always immediately pop into my head, those two characters. I don't know about you. Batman, Superman, World's Finest, number 42. You got Jimmy and Lois on one end there. That's interesting. And the reflections. The Batman Who Laughs. What are these? Bizarro Superman? Are these all Bizarro versions of the heroes? What's going on there? I'm gonna have to investigate that too. And got that cover as well. Cho seems to be doing a lot of Catwoman covers recently, and this is Catwoman number 78. I like how the one cat's down there interested in the batarang on the floor, stuck in the floor. That's a cool one. Special oversized issue. New Gods. We've got New Gods number 9. That's their baby. Does anybody know the baby's name? I'm not familiar with the baby. New Gods, number 9. Who brought us New Gods originally? Does anybody know? The artist writer was originally known for his mostly art work done with Marvel. But when he went to DC, he created the Fourth World with the New Gods and did some really great stuff. And that was Jack Kirby. For anybody who didn't know, Wonder Woman, number 24. I should say, yeah, number 24. Great cover. This one, too. We have Absolute Batman, number 11, which means we are nearing the end of the second story arc. Look how they've juxtaposed these two things. Okay, Batman and Robin, year 1. Few comics covers to choose from. One very classic cover there. This is great art. Look at that artwork. I love it. Good stuff there. Absolute Flash. We're up to issue number 6, which means this ends the story arc for this first story arc of The Flash. It's the final issue of the first story arc of The Flash. Check it out. Okay, Detective Comics number 1100 finishes it up for DC Comics this week. This fun. Not quite certain what's going on. We were debating this artwork and what's happening here. Trying to figure it out. That one's just as dark. Frank Miller. I love him. All right, there's DC for you. Jumping on over to our last stack of the week, and that is Marvel Comics. Oh. That's a really, really great week for comic books this week. I hope to see everybody in here because you don't want to miss out on this week's comics. Great fun stuff. Vision and the Scarlet Witch. I pull every cover of Scarlet Witch for my granddaughter, whose name is Scarlet. Hope you're doing well today, Scarlet. Enjoy your day. Venom, Black, White, and Blood, issue number 1. We got Peach Momoko cover. Look at all these great covers for Venom, Black, White, and Blood. Number 1. That's got my favorite right there. All new Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider. Has a few different covers to choose from because it's issue number 1. Why not? We've got that one, and this one, and this one, and a cool foily shiny one. You like those foil ones? If you do like those foil ones, don't forget to use your microfiber cloths. If you don't have any, you can get them here at the Comics Club. Keep all your fingerprints off of your nice foil shiny comic books. Wolverine number 12. There it is. He's having a very bad day here. Holy cow. Black Cat, we got a new Black Cat series, issue number 1, hitting the stands today. Great cover art by all kinds of different artists, of course, because it is a new Black Cat after all. Peach Malhoka there. J. Scott Campbell, he's been doing tons of covers. He's got a whole theme going. Campbell has a whole theme. It's called Just Spectacular Collection. JSC, J. Scott Campbell, Just Spectacular Collection. So collect them all. Got to collect them all. J. Scott Campbell. This is Civil War #1 facsimile edition. And as I pointed out in the past, see this facsimile edition? It looks just like the original. Isn't that cool? But you have a foil version of one of the covers, and you have another foil version of one of the covers, and they never did a foil version originally. So this is really kind of like a variant cover. If you were going to be choosing these for future value, it's just my speculation, go for the one that has something different about it. Over in DC, they've been doing them with the blank covers as well as ones with action figures on them. I really think that those action figure ones will be highly sought after. The blank ones are always going to be sought after to some extent, but not for the same reason. I love foil covers. Me too, Charles. Great stuff. Amazing Spider-Man #10. There's a J. Scott Campbell Just Spectacular Collection cover. Oh, we got a Daily Bugle news story to read right on the cover there. How cool is that? Exceptional X-Men is up to issue number 12. And Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe, issue number 2. So, right, he's still destroying the Marvel Universe. I guess he'll be destroying the Marvel Universe for at least a few more issues. Look at all the great monsters on the covers. That's a great one there. Spider-Man trying to avoid being killed. Trying to save somebody there. Oh, and a Venomized version of Godzilla. Are you kidding me? If it wasn't bad enough, Godzilla, we've got a Venomized version of him. Holy cow. What next? We have Godzilla holding the Infinity Gauntlet. Imperial #3. Look at that Scotty Young cover. That's hilarious. And this one. And this one. Don't forget this J. Scott Campbell Spectacular Collection one. And that cover. We've got a Marvel All-in-One, The Thing versus Marvel Universe. The Thing versus the Marvel Universe, okay? That's what's happening here in Marvel All-in-One. This is Saturday Marvel All-on-One. All-on-One. So the whole Marvel Universe taking on one character. Is that what it is? Or one character taking on the whole Marvel Universe. The New Avengers is up to issue number 3, and we have that J. Scott Campbell Spectacular Collection, Just Spectacular Collection with the Black Widow on the cover there. Psylocke is up to issue number 10. And there's your J. Scott Campbell Just Spectacular Collection Psylocke. Spider-Girl is up to issue number 3. What kind of weirdness is this? What's going on there? I don't even know. There's a cool one. And that. And one more for you. It's Star Wars #4. And that's going to wrap it up for us today. But Mr. Happy would like to jump in because, I told you how fun and how much I enjoyed Retro Magazine. If you haven't checked it out, try to check it out. This is the secret word for this week is retro. If you know the secret word, it gets you 15% off any single item in the store. Limit 1 per person per day. Some restrictions apply. If you're a Discount Club member or a subscriber, you get an extra 5%. So that's 20% off any single item. Limit 1 per person per day at the Comics Club. There's always a way to get a discount. Everyone's a winner when they shop at the Comics Club. Right, Mr. Happy? Thanks for joining us today, Mr. Happy. We'll see you next week. And thank you all for joining us. Please do leave a comment down below. I get to enter you into our next drawing, which should be happening in just a couple of weeks. And do give us a like, a thumbs up, and remember to subscribe. And above all, remember to read. It brings out the hero in you. We'll see you soon.